Hey, Meg. Hey, Linda and Debbie, Amy, Marjorie, Karen, Wendy, Sandra, Nana. Hey, Trillium. Oh, dang it. Hold on. The chat's going too fast. I just made you a moderator, Trillium. Oh, crap. Hey, Sylvia and Carol Gallagher. I can't even speak. The chat's just flying by. Julie, Angie, Misty, Coriel, Lisa, Chicky, Marie Sutton. Hey, sweet darling Lulu. Carol Jaggy, Patricia Stevens, Misty. Hey, Terry. Hey, T-Barb. How are you? Let's see. Donna, Roseflower, Becky, Jean, Ann Hart. I know, right, sweet darling Lulu? You're doing good, T-Barb. That's great. Hey, Terry. I wanted to say, let me see if I can see them in the chat. Joanne, there you are. I got my cup. Thank you so much. I love it. It says La Lune. I don't know what this means. It says Deman, D-E, and then M-A-A-N. And then here it says Demond, D-E-R, and then M-O-N-D. But look at the inside. It's so pretty. It's got like a crescent moon and two little stars. And then a bunch of like stars over here. And like a flower thing. It's so pretty. And then the moon, La Lune, La Luna, Demon. Oh, I guess it says the moon in different language. It's really cool though. I was gonna make chai tea. It's still a little bit too warm, but it's perfect for the fall. I love it. Thank you so much, Joanne. And I wanted to say thank you as well. I just got it today to Rebecca Flores. I don't know if she's in the chat. She sent over some, let me see, some page flags, because I keep like stashes of these everywhere because I see like this whole thing is full. So when I like read and stuff and I annotate books, let's see, got them on all different colors and stuff. Oh man, my phone's going crazy. See, like blues and purples and these colors. Yeah, I keep these a lot because so like when I'm reading books and stuff, I annotate with them. Like, let me show you one that I did. Let me see. So like this, see, I tab stuff. So like when I'm like annotating, see, I just, see, write little hearts, underline shit, highlight shit. I go crazy with my books. So I keep a bunch of those on hand. So when I'm reading, I can annotate stuff and make notes and everything. So thank you so much to Rebecca Flores. I really appreciate that. I could put it on Moon in Dutch is Maine. Danish is Maan. Okay, so that's probably Danish then, because I understand the Spanish and the French. So La Lune, La Luna. And then here it says Deman. And then D-E-M-A-A-N. And then La Luna. So I'm thinking that's probably Portuguese, maybe? I'm not sure. But it's just the moon. I was going to put it on a community post, but Johnny had told me that, what do you call it? YouTube is going to start archiving posts, community posts after 24 hours. So I just wanted to say thank you to Joanne. Thank you so much. And to Rebecca Flores for the lovely gifts. Thank you so much. Hungarian, it means say or tell. Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you so much, Joanne. Well, it means in Spanish is la luna as well. Sorry, I almost started speaking Spanish there. So I'm not quite sure what to do tonight because a lot of shit has happened. Mike Lindell's phone got seized by the FBI. Hold on, people are texting me like crazy. Let me see. Yeah, Mike Lindell's phone got taken. I guess it was when we were live Sunday, they were, I guess people in the chat were saying that Donald Trump took off on a private jet and then ended in Washington, D.C. Well, pictures have surfaced of him at his golf course in Virginia holding a clandestine meeting with a bunch of people. I forget how many guys. Let me see if I can find the picture. Oh, crap. I missed the picture. Hold on. I don't know if I can scroll up far enough to catch it all. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, with 8 men. One of them is Don Jr. You can make that out really well. Or not Don Jr., Eric. I Eat Paste. So he was photographed at the golf course with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. And he being the 9th. So Michael Cohen was speculating that Donald Trump is meeting with lawyers because he's probably nervous that there is a warrant on his devices to listen in on what he's doing. So he was speculating that the pictures that were shown, none of them had golf clubs or anything. And then what's the name of the husband of the alternative facts lady, George Conway posted a picture of the weather where Trump was supposed to be golfing, and it was like rainy and stuff. So he's like, yeah, this is not golfing weather. So it looks like he really did go and hold a little clandestine impromptu meeting. And the gifs on Twitter were hilarious because it showed all the people, and then there's like caption this, and people were coming up with all sorts of funny things, like, you know, like what they were talking about in that meeting or what Trump was saying. And some of the stuff was like, oh shit, you got subpoenaed too. You know, like, and then we found out that the DOJ subpoenaed over 40 people. I mean, it's nuts. Yeah, Joanne, it was rainy and misty, so not exactly golfing weather. So, you know, I don't know. Oh, I have to show you guys my plant. So when I got this little plant, it was only a baby. It's about like this big. Hey, Jenny. I got it. It was only like this big at Trader Joe's. It was a tiny baby. Let's see. Look how big it is now. This one. And I put it inside of leca. That's what like these little balls are instead of dirt. And like it went nuts. It went absolutely nuts. It's growing. It's becoming like so big, but like all of these are starting to open, but the leaves are pink. I don't know if you can see that. So all the leaves are opening up and it's making like a bunch of babies everywhere. So that one's like the biggest one because I went crazy because they were only like $4 at Trader Joe's. So I bought a bunch of them and then like, let me see if I can get this one down. Hold on. So I bought like 4 of them. This one hasn't grown as fast. Let me see. This one hasn't grown as fast, but you can see like some of the leaves are starting to unfurl. But there's one where the roots are coming out of the bottom already. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm going to have to repot it into a bigger pot. But I think it's so pretty. It's the arrowhead vine. Let me see. See like the leaf. Looks like a little arrowhead. They're really pretty. I like the color because it's like pink on the top and then green on the bottom. But then some of them are like a light pastel with like a dusting of pink. And then you can see like the pink veining. They're really cute. So it's a good find at Trader Joe's. Got that like a couple months ago and they were tiny when I got them. And then they just started getting so big. But yep, sorry guys, I have to move you. Okay. Oh man. So yep. Let me see. Where's the one that I think it's this one. So yeah, one of them the roots are coming out of the bottom. So I don't know. Oh boy. So I'm wondering whose GT I should do next. And I didn't even make a chart yet, you guys. I haven't even made a chart. Guess I'll do that now. Let's see. No, because you don't water from the top, Sean. You put the because it's leca, which is lightweight expanded clay aggregate. Let's see if I can move this. Okay. So like, I don't know if you can see these little balls here. So this doesn't have any nutrients. All this does, if I touch these, they feel like they have moisture. What this does is through capillary action, it brings the food from the bottom. But like the nutrient water is down there. So this is like a semi-hydroponic system. But I like it though, because then I can see the roots. See, there's one root there. Oh yeah, this one's the one. This is one of the ones where the roots are starting to, see, come out the bottom there. There's like roots right here. So I'm like, gosh, shit. Because this one, out of all the ones that I bought, this one's gone the most nuts. Like you can see roots right here. So I'm going to have to see, and it's making more roots right there. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. But the little balls, Carmen, you can find them at, if you have an IKEA close to you, they're called, I think in IKEA it's called Uda, like ODA or OODA or something weird like that. But if you have a hydroponic store, if you're fortunate enough to have a hydroponics store by your house, you can find them there too. But you have to remember that this doesn't have nutrients. This does not have any nutrient. All this is to give water to the roots. So you would have to go to a hydroponic store and buy the nutrient water or the nutrients to make the water that goes in here, like inside the catch pot. See that, all that colored water, that's water like that has food inside of it for the plant, because this has no, the little balls have no nutrients. So yeah, but anyways, oh man, I need to put up a poll. Let me see what, oh crap. Yeah, Oodla. That's right, Trillium. That's what our Oodla. So Trillium put the little link there for the little balls. But like when you do it though, when you get the little balls, do not wash your balls in the sink. Do not wash your balls in the sink. Do not wash your balls in the shower. Take your balls outside and wash them outside. Because the little balls, when you get them out of the bag, because it's clay, it's full of dust, full of dust. So when you rinse them out, you don't want that stuff going down your sink. So you want to take it outside and rinse it off. So don't wash your balls in the sink. Don't wash your balls in the shower. Take your ball washing outside. But there's plenty of videos on YouTube on how to get started with LECA. I watched Hakuna La Planta, I think that's the name of the channel. And he has an entire video on how to start with LECA and how to do the nutrient water, because it's a semi-hydroponic system. So, I mean, it's super easy, because like with this, I only take that out like every, I would say about, because I'm really bad, about every 3 weeks, and I rinse it out and then I refill the nutrient water. But if the water gets low, I just tap it off with regular tap water. So I don't keep adding nutrients. I only add nutrients once every like 3 weeks when I rinse this out and clean it and everything. But it's super easy. I would, yeah, it's spelled LECA, LECA. LECA, lightweight expandable clay aggregate. That's what it's called. So let me put up a poll. Let me see. Yeah, so those that want to start, and the reason I like the LECA is because you don't, God damn it, you won't get like fungus gnats or any of that other shit that grows inside of, that lives inside of the dirt. Let me see. Gosh dang it. Let's see. Okay, I'm putting the, oh, hey, thanks, Aja. Oh, hi, Sunflower. So I'm going to put that poll up and you guys do your thing while I make my little chart. Oh shit, I forgot to put, did I put William Barr on there? Okay. Because, you know, he in a shit ton of trouble too. The Senate Judiciary Committee, Dick Durbin just announced that they're going to open up an investigation into the claims that Jeffrey Berman made against Trump's DOJ and William Barr, where there was the entire pressure campaign to convict and, indict Trump's political enemies, and he wanted that guy Craig, I forget his name, the former Obama lawyer. He wanted him convicted before the midterms, and Berman said no, so they took it to another prosecutor who did. And, you know, they found the guy, Craig, innocent. But then the lady, the prosecutor that brought the charges that were bogus, she was fired by Trump because she didn't have a case to begin with. And she probably got fired because, you know, she failed to prosecute his, you know, or convict his political enemy. So that's the whole thing now. So, you know, that sort of explains Barr's reputational rehabilitation tour. So let's see. Hey, Sebastian, I just saw you. I just peeked up. I'm sorry. I've been like staring down, making my little chart here. Sorry. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry I missed your live. It's just, you know, I'm over here on the West Coast. So like when you're on, it's like my work day, and sometimes I'm in meetings and stuff and I can't tune in. So I try to do it when I can. Okay, let's see. You guys want me to do Lindsey Graham? God damn it. I hate that guy. Ugh. Lindsey Graham it is. So Lindsey Graham was first. Second place was the Loose Cannon. Oh, okay. So, all right. Hold on. Let me make another poll. Okay, adding another poll. All right. Okay, so Fred Flintstone is William Barr. The graham cracker is Lindsey Graham. Why won't it go up there? God damn it. An error occurred. Try again. It says an error occurred. Try again. Hold on. It won't let me put up a poll. Okay, let me try this again. You son of a goat. It's not letting me put up another poll. I don't know why. It just keeps saying an error occurred, an error occurred. Okay, so you guys want Barr or Fred Flintstone. Okay, we'll do Fred Flintstone. We'll do Fred Flintstone. Hi, Sylvia. Six, 22, 1, 26, 10, 19, 28, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 21, 16, 18, 2, 12, 35. So Anchor's in its own house in this one. Little baby cards. No baby cards. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure, Trillium. I'm not sure. It's this one that kind of looks like a Moochie, but I'm not sure. I don't have the box for it anymore. This is what the back looks like. I think it's like the Art Deco Lenny's, I think. I'm not sure. So get this going. Okay. So 7. Two. 13. 2. 17. 29. 3. 27. 25. 6. 11. 3. 33. 18. 36. 2. 6. 19. 28. 10 it. 21. 16. 2, 12, 23. You can't see the, that's as best as I can get it right there. And it's going to cut off most of the bottom. Alrighty, so he's landing all the way over here on the right. He's in house heart. There is a woman. This is his present line this way. So I'm going to go from here this way. And it kind of works out too, because if you use directionality, he faces that way, which kind of works out because he's landing on this very far end. So there's a woman that's very optimistic that he has something solid, or that he's able to do something in regards to perhaps a woman that is optimistic about him being very solid, or where he sits in an organizational chart within the government, as well as something around him to do with health. Okay, because this is really close to him. The first 3 cards are talking about some serious problems in regards to him and his position of authority, though he may claim to be innocent. Also lies and a lot of betrayals, perhaps by someone in a position of power, that may be innocent until proven guilty. Okay, he's landing very close to Tower. There's something here where he might be going to court if I follow him this way. Although there's something wrong with this court. This court is corrupt. There's something legal that is diminishing and perhaps also causing him anxiety. Mice knights up here to Tower. And this woman here at knights to Tower, she knights to whip. So a very argumentative woman that is perhaps in some way, shape, or form corrupting the courts or not making good decisions. She's sitting in house coffin, so this person may be very depressed, perhaps could also have some sort of an illness, or it could also be decisions that were made in the court in regards to women, because woman is sitting in house coffin. There's a loss to a woman. Okay, Tower is sitting in house mice. Mice takes away. There's a loss in the law. There's tree here with which would be health. Tree is sitting in house moon. In regards to something health related, that would be the womb. What's next to Tower? Scythe, which is surgeries. So there's something here around women losing from a decision in regards to their health, losing health in regards to access here with access, key woman access surgery. Okay, and this is something that one woman in particular really desired. And here up here we have surgeries with, births with storks. Storks deliver babies, so there's something here about pregnancies. So a woman access surgery, and then here's something that this woman desires to end, because heart sits on house woman, woman sits on house coffin, coffin sits on house birds. So she knights here, she knights here. Very argumentative woman. Perhaps she works in a capacity that requires her to argue. Typically, the woman is supposed to be, the woman in the Grand Tableau is supposed to be the partner or significant other of the man. So I don't know what Barr's wife does. I don't know if she's some type of lawyer or if she's a anti-abortion person. But she's very optimistic about something that he's done in regards to health related stuff and ending something that may have to do with access to surgeries here, because it's a desire for her. And he's quite passionate about it too. He sits on House Heart. So they share that same passion about closing something down or ending something. The woman and the man, because it's man goes to heart, heart goes to woman, and woman goes to coffin, coffin goes to birds. So I'll follow his chain later. He knights to storks, he's knighting to whip, he's knighting to house. So there's something here about him changing or moving or improving something or adding to something. They're adding to, increasing, if that makes sense. Man knights here to whip. He's very abusive, also very critical. Whip is sitting in House Fox. This could be a person that is abusive at work. This is can also be someone that is very abusive and manipulative, or someone that has a pattern of being very shady, sneaky, doing stuff below the radar, because Whip sits on House Fox. And then he knights here to house. So him and his family, and also his close entourage. Lily's is sitting, or House is sitting in House Lily's. Lily's is sitting in House Tree. So, and this right here, this column, the next column, changing something significant in the court of the public, or in the courts that has to do with a large group of people. So it's almost like, where's Ring? Ring is over here. Okay. It's almost like shared views and shared ideas with this organization here, to add to or increase something here in the law or in the courts, but it takes away, if that makes sense. And it's a court that oversees the public. So it could be like the Supreme Court. So that's showing up in this next column. Read in a different context, it could be that there's something that is increasing or elevating within the judicial system or in the law that has to do with corruption and perhaps a very large party. Okay, these two columns here are talking about the insurrection, because here you have weapons, here you have a group of people. Garden knights here to whip, okay? A very angry mob, a large audience that's very angry. They carry weapons. You follow this over here. Storks, key, and what do you call this tower? Changing and overturning something important in the government. And there's your mob here. This is an abundance and many. Now, if I follow this woman this way, this woman could have helped to raise money. Woman raises money. There's a person here. Lily's is sitting on House Tree. Someone that is well established. Is supposed to be wise, but this person, there's criticism around them, and quite possibly, because if I knight this tower, knights here to Clouds, that's illness. Very serious illness. This is illness, and this is illness as well. And this is illness. So this person, not looking good. Confusing, muddled thinking, a lot of criticism and chronic problems around this person's perhaps ethics. If it's in regards to bar's ethics, those come under scrutiny this way. And these two, oh, I just heard a barn owl. If I read it as a person, this is quite possibly an older man. Supposed to be wise. This person is linked here, part of an important relationship, and he delivered a very important decision that was promised. If I read it in the context of a different person, because this is the King of Spades, in context to Bar, his ethics come into question, and they're disputed here with the whip. Also, this can quite possibly be a committee from the house committee, this way, if you want to just break it down that easily. The reason I say that is because it's sitting so close to Tower, and it's open for the public. So it could be the January 6th committee. Now, this is the column for September. This would be October. I don't know if he's been subpoenaed or if he will be subpoenaed. I don't know, because here, this would be like a subpoena, but it's way over here. Oh, he's already gone. He's already gone to testify to the committee. When you go this way, his ethics here come under question in the center of the tableau. And then right smack in the center of the tableau is this Coffin Clouds writer book. There is some serious kakapoo that perhaps he may have kept quiet on before he delivered a book. I don't know if William Barr's written a book or if he's going to write a book. If I go this way, if this is a publishing company, there's a decision here that doesn't get made. So I don't know if he's trying to write another book. But central to the reading, there's a shitstorm that he had knowledge of, but he kept quiet. Birds, Knights here to book. That meeting or that conversation is kept quiet. Coffin is sitting in house. Birds, so not talking or meetings about endings, meetings about losses. Clouds is sitting in house. Child, that's talking about innocence, is very, very doubtful. The writer is sitting on garden, so that's news or feedback to the public. And book is sitting on mountain, so knowledge of delays, knowledge of obstruction. Okay, but he muddled that all up here, gaslit and muddled it up. So I don't know. And because writer is sitting here and it knights over to, what is this? The letter. I'm not sure if this is in regards to the Mueller report, but there's something smack dab in the middle of it that he muddled up and kept quiet. And this in another context as well. Muddled up and kept something quiet, try to bury something. This right here would be like delivery of a book or keeping those visitations classified. This is talking about sorrow. This is talking about domestic sorrow. This is talking about bad shit happening on your path, but that shows up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 months from now. So yeah, 4 to 5 months from now is when this stuff starts to happen. Right here, down this column, we can interpret this as an abundance of criticisms and targets. And then something here about the house, or quite possibly his family or properties. Also, an abundance of abuse and targeting people here. And also very sharp decisions that were made, very sudden, swift decisions, partisanship, scythe in the house of crossroads within the entourage. Now, as this could also quite possibly be a person, this is the King of Diamonds. This could be a person, Jack of Clubs. This could be a person, Jack of Diamonds. This could be a person, Jack of Hearts. Okay. So we may be dealing with 4 males here that 2 columns ahead from him. There may be some issues with them in regards to the law for participation or being involved with, like I said, this is weapons. And this is overturning the government. And then this is the rally. So I don't know who's who. I don't know who's Eastman. I don't know who's Giuliani. I don't know which one's Bannon. I pick one because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. This one could be these 2 right here are younger. Okay. Jacks are usually between 20s to like late 30s. Kings are older. So make of that what you will. I can't tell you who's who. Down here, we're seeing some significant sorrow. Maybe something health related. Also, there is Jesus Christ. Woo-wee. Sorrow and a lot of sorrow for something that is that has been established, that was very much desired, but it's sorrow of the many. Okay, a lot of sorrow. So this could be something in the public sphere. But with that said, this is weapons. Okay, this is fucked up shady shit right here. Delivery of something classified. Okay. Lilies is sitting in house tree. Okay. And you got fish right next to it. And I already said this is weapons. This is a man. This is a man. This is a man. This is a man. This right here would be a businessman. Someone that sells something. This is a person that may be involved in real estate. Okay. There's sale. There's a sale. And lilies in house tree, Saudi Arabia. And you got 1 king here, 1 king here. And he's got knowledge of that. And then Lily's Knights here to Scythe. But he's got knowledge of it. And this man is sitting next to it. And that man is knighting here to Book. If I do not read this as a man, because this is the King of Diamonds, if I just read this as a person or just what it means, this is shopping, independence, transactions. Hold on. I'm losing my words here. In abundance, shopping, independence, consulting, okay? And money. And money. So because these 2 are both kings, and here's a king as well, okay? So there's a cluster of people right here. You have a king of spades, king of diamonds, queen of hearts, and then this woman. King of clubs, Jack of clubs, Jack of diamonds, Jack of hearts, and King of hearts here. There's a cluster of people here that are involved in some sort of transaction or consulting with this person here in regards to weapons. And shopping for secrets is one way to put it. Shopping for something classified. But he has knowledge of it. If you go this way, he knows about it. He knows. What does he know about this? And then this. There's knowledge. Book is sitting on House Mountain. He also has knowledge of obstruction, delays, problems, somewhere where there's a pileup of some sort. I need to do Kushner, y'all. I need to do Kushner. I mean, I'm not saying this is Kushner, but lilies on house tree. Lilies has to do with virtue, peace, maturity. Virtue, peace, maturity, satisfaction, tranquility. What's another word? This would be a card for like therapy or a peaceful retreat. Because it's the card of virtue, it's also ethics. It's also some sort of therapy. So if you look at this, one way to interpret this line would be physical therapy, therapy that is physical at an institution for health. Okay, that's one way to read that line. In regards to ethics, there's ethics is being criticized. The law is diminishing, and there's something there about the growth of the law. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? The growth, the stability of the law, how solid the law is, but it's growing, the criticism. But in another context, physical therapy at a health institution. Another way is because tree has to do with your health, your growth, your spirituality, and something that is solid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lilies is sitting on house tree. It's like a lineage of royalty. Okay, think royalty. But there's consulting here. Another way to interpret that whole cluster is that this woman here has been consulting a man here that is solid and in the law, who makes very significant decisions in regards to surgeries. So we could be looking at a Jenny Thomas. And again, because this column right here is talking about overthrowing the government and also issues and serious problems that are not serious problems, but changes that are important, or overthrowing a significant government at a rally. This could also be in regards to Jenny Thomas, someone that was involved either through consultations, because it shows here that she was consulting this man, and she's linked to the court here, argumentative, and this woman was desiring something very important in regards to surgeries. So that's a couple of ways to look at that. Somehow Jenny Thomas being tied to, here's the change, important government, and then the rally for consulting, and then her consulting, this could be her husband. That's one way to read that. And then the other one was, I was talking about consulting with someone. It was actually consulting with a few. This one is the closest, and this one is the closest. 2 kings, well, you got 3 kings here, consulting about weapons, and they're shopping here. And key knights here, 2 lilies, a significant amount of money, like a huge load of resources. So we could be looking at, with that said, knowledge of the Saudis and the weapons deal, or weapons with Kushner. Now, I remember I remember there being a whistleblower that Kushner wanted to give, the Trump administration wanted to give Saudis information about nuclear weapons. This isn't talking about nuclear weapons. Fish nights here to tree, or I'm sorry, fish nights to sun. That's shopping for energy, but nuclear's over here. So I would need this close by to say nuclear energy. This is like shopping for weapons of some sort. So, and there's this person. So maybe Kushner and Trump consulting with someone in royalty in regards to weapons. Shopping for secrets here. Now, in another context, you have quite possibly a well-established person that is being criticized in the courts, whose ethics may be questionable and under scrutiny. This person is soon to make a very significant decision. Lily's Nights here to Scythe in House Crossroads, a very important decision, and that delivery, that decision comes out to the public. So it's not, this decision here isn't Roe v. Wade. This is something else that's coming because it's ahead of him. If I go this way, it's ahead. So there's another decision from a judge. If this is in regards to, I don't see how this would be the special masters because it doesn't apply to William Barr. And anyways, it shows up 3 columns ahead of him. And I don't think that the DOJ is going to be down with letting Trump fuck with national security for another 90 days. So this is something totally different, where there's going to be a judge making some sort of a serious decision. It could be in regards to some sort of an abuse at work, and a significant abuse of power from him. Because you have Whip in the House Fox, Key in the House Bear, and then Sun in House Stars. So a very significant abuse of power here. The corners are talking about a problematic or troublesome woman. There's something here about her spirituality that is very problematic with the corners here. And it could also be speaking about problems with the woman's health that is becoming quite problematic. And then in that regard, we're looking at health issues around that in that context. Let me see here. The opportunities have ended. Like I said, sorrow, domestic grief. There's no more opportunities. There's no need to risk anything there. And then there's news or feedback of, there's bad news, but there's this way. There's, let's see, what is the chat saying? This right here, if you read it simply, it's luck ends, risking a loss, and then the feedback or the news that brings satisfaction. Okay, so that's in September, October, November, December. This is January. February, there is some sort of a new agreement to reach some sort of choice or decision in regards to an investigation that has to do with paperwork, results. And it could be in regards to results around the election. Fox is sitting on House letter, false documents, manipulated results, fraud in the results, fraudulent paperwork. Okay. And then right above it, you have the elections, crossroads, sitting in house tower. And it's more than one court. It's more than one court, more than one legal issue. Over here. Now you're going this way right here. You're going to see quite a few associates arrested. And the reason I say that, you have dog and house storks. A friend that's trying to change something. What are they trying to change? Back to this column, overthrowing the government. The cross sits on house dog, punishment, burden, grief, pain for this friend. Crossroad sits on house tower, more than one court, more than one legal case. So with all those together, there's multiple associates or people here who are arrested. Now, this is September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. It's these three columns. So I can't tell you when this starts because each column down is a month, but that's showing up this way. Do you see what I'm saying? So I can't pinpoint when that happens. So let me see, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. If this is September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, that would be July of next year, which, I mean, goddamn, that would be a long time. Wait, we're in September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. That would be 10 months from now. But whoever these people are, arrests. And it looks like these people might be in positions of power as well, because dog is knighting up here to bear. And then down this column, there's financial documents here. There's punishment, and it's widespread. And there's fraud here. Fraudulent paperwork, fraudulent results, false paperwork in regards to the elections here that were gifted or were not gifted, but gifted, like delivered. But there's false paperwork here, fraudulent. So we could be looking at false electors as well, more and more and more false electors, because this right here says that all this stuff up here is widespread. All of this. But there's arrests here. The friends that were trying to overturn something, punishment for the friends, because cross is sitting on dog. And if you read it this way, these friends are suffering. Multiple friends are suffering in the courts. Serious legal decisions and punishments this way. But I don't know who they are. But it says it's more than one. It's more than one. I mean, fuck, pick a number. 2, 4, because number 22, card number 22 is any variation of 2. So 2, 22, or 2 plus 2 is 4. I couldn't tell you. And Crossroads is sitting in house tower. Jeez Louise. You see, dog is sitting in storks. So dog is number 18. So 8 plus 1 is 9. Sitting on house storks, that's 17. So that could be 8. I couldn't tell you. Don't ask me to tell you. It could be 9 people and that are in high positions. Because dog is sitting in storks, okay? People in high positions, people trying to change something. Storks sits on snake, overturning something in an act of betrayal. Snake sits on rider. The betrayal is delivered, or the lies are being delivered, or that's what they keep feeding into. Rider sits on garden. These people visited or gave news to people in the rally, okay, or in some sort of a public setting where there's, or it could also be the network of these people, okay. Garden is sitting on Sun. So that would be the network of people come under a lot of heat, widespread. There's your secrets, obstruction, agreements to dispute, fraud, results that got him impeached, because this is impeachment, okay. The results are cut right here. They decided to cut it, and also the impeachment number 2. The decisions here, and then multiple courts. Nervous and takes away, losses in the court, and then these people are punished. Mice goes back to cross, goes to dog. That's that chain. So whoever these people are, y'all are fucked. Maybe not right now, but it's coming. If this line goes this way. See what I'm saying? And it's multiple people that were in agreement with Fox right here. That could be read as the workplace. So this could be read as new agreements, multiple new agreements in the workplace in regards to, or multiple people that were in agreement in regards to results that are fraudulent, or people that worked on documents, worked on the results, worked on the mail. Okay, so but this whole portion here is looking more like the fraudulent elector scheme, and perhaps members, because you have the ring right here, members. And then this right here, ring, let me see, bear ring. So this could be financial agreements or agreements to cling to power. And they had made an agreement perhaps with someone in a position of authority, or the power brokers within the that ring, to deliver something that was desired. What was desired? Something from this woman. Bam, bam, bam. I need to do a grand tableau on Jenny Thomas, because she in trouble too. Maybe not right now. Maybe not right now, but it's coming. Why? Because she sits on House Coffin. I don't care how high up she is in this grand tableau. If this is her, one way to interpret would be her. Like I said, traditionally, the woman, if you're reading for a man, the woman would be the significant partner. Okay? Traditionally. But I'm looking at this in all different kinds of ways. So this could be Bar and Bar's daughter, because you have a Queen of Hearts right here. So, you know, this could be something more like family stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is Caca. Let me take a sip of water. Oh, you guys, I got a hydro jug, because I got tired of filling up my little sippy cups. So I bought myself a hydro jug, and it's a half gallon, and I've already drank like over half of it, and I need to go refill it. Look, let me show you guys, because I love it. See? Hold on. Hold on. Let me move this shit. Let me see. See, it's my hydro jug. So it's got a straw, and this is it holds a half gallon of water. And it comes with this little thing that you put on it so you can wear it like on your shoulder. See, it's got a strappy strap, and then it's got a handle right here. But I drank it. It's like all the way down to here now. So, and then you can put stuff in here too, because these are like little pockets. So I think I'm going to get some of these for like my mother-in-law, my two mother-in-laws for Christmas. But yeah, you can make your own. Like you can pick what color of this you want and then what color of this you want. So it was cool. I think I'm going to get some for people for Christmas because it's good. Like, especially my mother-in-law, she goes out to the parks and stuff a lot. And she always carries a water bottle. So it'd be nice to just get her one that she can, because this thing adjusts and you can just, just carry it on your shoulder. Where did I get it? Just Google hydro jug. Let me see. Hold on. See right here? Hydro jug. See, hydro jug. Just Google that. But it holds, that one holds a half gallon. They have ones that hold a 1 gallon. Yeah, I should be on QVC, huh? So, yeah. And then it comes with a straw. Let me see. Straw. So, yeah. Let's see. Hold on, you guys. Let me go refill this and go downstairs and let me get up and stretch because this right here, I want to look at this. And then I want to look at this because this right here, these two whole columns, especially this portion here, is concerning. If I interpret it the way that in the context that I was telling you all about. But besides the nuclear energy, this is weapons, but I don't remember if there was a deal with the Saudis to give them weapons, but it's like shopping around here, weapons, and then secrets here that were exposed between these two. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. 1 second. Oh, I put this half-a-gallon jug down. So, going back to what I was saying. Another way to interpret the fox sitting on house letter is that there may be some sort of investigation. Okay, so this way, there could be something growing in regards to his honors in some sort of committee that is in the government here within an entourage, small group of people that are investigating how he was passionately rewarding something through investigations that were fraudulent or paperwork that was mishandled, manipulated, that is widespread to cause obstruction. Right above it, you have allies. Dog sits over mountain. Mountain traditionally is a powerful enemy. So this line and this line could be talking about some sort of investigation, but it starts with investigation. Well, it moves on to investigating paperwork and documents for widespread obstruction. And right here, these three here would be like false prosecution. So we could be looking at also the allegations of from Jeffrey Berman that William Barr was pressuring him to falsely prosecute people. But here's the thing, though. Even though this tableau starts off with very powerful problems and a lot of issues in regards to power, he still comes out innocent. And why do I say that? Because of where he sits. He knights here to whip. Okay, whip knights to man. He's under criticism, but he fights. Okay, all the negative cards are far away. Clouds is the most negative. It sits far away. Coffin is negative. It sits far away. Scythe is still relatively close, but it doesn't really affect him. Why? Because he's got Key and Sun crowning him. So regardless of everything, it's almost like, regardless of the shit that blows up, it's almost like it's not enough to take him down. Does that make sense? Because Key is one of the most positive cards in the entire deck, and it sits over his head. It sits on Bear, and Bear is sitting on Clover. So that's like a big, huge, powerful win. And he's got Sun right over his head. Moon is far, and Stars is far. The three Celestials, well, 2 out of the 3 are far and below him, but he's got this right here. So regardless of all the shit that hits the fan, it's still, other people might get in trouble over here. So perhaps people that he was the boss of, or people that sit beneath him, they may get in trouble if you follow this line here. But because of these two, no. I'm sorry. I wish I could say, yeah, he's going to get handcuffed and perp walked and all this other shit. No, I don't see it. If anything, if I follow this line this way, when we already talked about the false selectors and members, these people here are members. Okay. So perhaps sitting members of Congress that get in trouble down this line in a while. If I read it this way, if this is in regards to him bringing charges against Trump's political opponents, because here's him and the law, his decisions that he's making to put people in danger. There's secrets and knowledge here about enemies. Book sits on tower, or book sits on mountain. Knowledge about enemies, and then delivering the decision to punish the allies here, the negative cards are too far away. These are too far. This is too far. Snake is too far. Mice is too far. And he's got this crowning him. So people that are associated to him, or if paperwork that's more closely, because it doesn't, if I follow this line, it doesn't look like he wrote the papers, because Fox sits on house letter, and Fox Knight's here to dog. This might be people like deputies or assistants or whatever that may have written the letters at work. They may get in trouble, but not him. If it is proven that he did use his position to politically prosecute enemies. Because here's your enemy here. And book sits on mountain, knowledge of enemies. Secret enemies, if that makes sense. Not him. Other people that wrote the paperwork, or there's a paper trail, but it doesn't touch him, if that makes sense. I hope to God I'm wrong, knock on wood, but I don't see it here. And then in the context of these other people that are members, that happens down this way. September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. This would be February, March, April, and then June, July, August here. So from June, let me see, October, November, December, January, February, March, April. So from February through June for this, people getting arrested. Members and also workers under him, because if this is power, this is the boss. Well, the boss sits over this person here. Dog Knight's here. Work. So whoever he was in charge of, there's paperwork trailing it back to them of political prosecutions. And this could be mail, emails. It's not looking so much like voicemails, because Birds is sitting right down here and it's not close to letter. So I couldn't say voicemails. So if anybody gets in trouble, it's the people under him, not him. Let me see. But this whole situation here, does anybody remember, or am I making stuff up? I can't keep track. Was there some sort of a deal between Kushner, Trump, and MBS for weapons? Because he had knowledge of it. And this right here is secrets that are revealed. So it's not just weapons, but it's something that is classified, secrets revealed. And this tableau starts off with news of treason. Snake. There was. Jenny, what was that about? Not the nuclear stuff, just weapons in general, because this is weapons, and there's a man here, here, and here. Weapons, and then something classified that is suddenly revealed. And then the secrets nights here. Secrets that are significant, that are revealed for large sums of money that brought a financial windfall to a family. And then there's royalty here. And then that goes back. That's that chain. He had knowledge of that. Will he talk about it? That's the next question. Because birds is down here. So he may have to go in and talk. There's nothing, I can't. Obama quit the sales of arms to the Saudis. Kushner started it up again. Well, there's another secret deal around weapons. Like I said, there's a man here, a man here, a man here. Here's your weapons. This could also be interpreted as two younger men, Jack and Jack. Another man here. Older man, younger man here. So the only way to know if he's going to talk about it would be man to birds. Birds is down here. I'm missing a corner over here. So it would be birds, writer, and man. So he may have to go in to discuss what he heard, or if he was part of that meeting of what was being established. But this is going to take a while, though. It doesn't happen right away. It's almost like there needs to be with Fox over here. There may need to be some sort of an assessment, like a team of people that are working together, if that makes sense. This is the only person that I can make out for sure, because it's Lily's in the House of Tree. This is a businessman. This is another man here. Very problematic man, though. He sits on House Child. His innocence is extremely doubtful. This is a person that's very erratic, confused and muddled thinking. So I don't know who these people are at all. I can just guess. Pompeo was in on it too. Because there's man. Well, these three here might be younger, but it's older. Well, older. These two here are younger. This one's older. This one's younger. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 people, if I consider the pips down these two lines. And they're all men. These two columns are all men. So your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. I can't tell you names. But there's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All around this project, knowledge and secrets that are suddenly revealed and opened up here. And it's about weapons. Now, if this is trouble and problems, new trouble and problems, there's an opportunity here to relax with his freedom. But there's huge chronic problems coming this way, and the news of a book that brings danger, or also news that something classified put us in danger or is putting someone in danger. Okay. There's news that there's an end of opportunity coming forward this way. There's a lot of problems in regards to something that has to do with quite possibly a book, and also in a different context, huge problems around a project, huge problems around secrets. Right here, an abundance of criticism and danger, also an abundance of weapons here, an abundance of abusing targets here. Opportunity and hope is disrupted. Also an opportunity to fight this way. There's an abundance of losses and this way, and very significant, sudden, quick endings. Like sudden death, sudden endings. Coffin is sitting on book, or coffin is sitting on birds. This could be closed conversations, closed meetings. Because this right here, this would be like a box that holds secrets. So again, news that opportunities and luck and hope has ended. That's the news that's coming out. A lot of sorrow, significant disruption around a book and secrets. And then an abundance of weapons here. An abundance of criticisms for targets. An abundance of abuses for targets. Sudden losses. News of arguments and disruptions. Or a visitor that fights and disrupts. Visitors. And it's these people. These little people right here. Boom. Weapons and fighting. So there's more here to the Jan 6 and also members with these two. It could be 18 people. I mean, I couldn't tell you. Jen, what should I look at next? Yeah, Julie, I was saying that earlier, but regardless of the investigation, it doesn't touch him. Everybody who worked below him may be the ones that get in trouble, but not him. Simply because all the bad cards are far enough away from him, and it shows here that these people get punished, not him. He's far enough away. And there's more to the January 6th. I know, Jen, that's this line right here. But like I was saying, this line right here is talking about him targeting secret enemies and punishing them. Here. Book on House Mountain, secret enemies. Okay. Bear is the boss. Bear sits above dog. So if anybody gets punished out of this, It would be the people that wrote the paper. He did not write paperwork. He did not email anybody, to my knowledge. It could have been people that worked for him. Fox in the House of Letter. People that worked for him that actually wrote out the stuff or told him, delete this, take this out. The problem falls on them, not Barr. So yeah, Jenny. Yeah. And I said that earlier. All the bad cards are far enough away from him. This is the worst one. It's too far from him. That's too far. These are close, but this is talking about criticism to him and him fighting back. Okay? This is legal decisions. But look what's over him. Key and Sun. So he's got access to be successful. Extremely positive, extremely optimistic. When the shit hits the fan, it's going to go that way. It's going to roll downhill. It's not going to touch him. Because I don't see the disciplinary stuff comes to these people over here. Because Cross is sitting on Dog. Nope. These people are the ones that get charged with obstruction here. These people. Because there's Dog and there's obstruction. Cross is sitting on Dog. These people get punished. Several of them get punished. Obstruction. And again, Dog Knights to Ring. So we're not just talking about him targeting and prosecuting political enemies. No, because, well, yeah, they flip. Dog sits on House Storks. Let me see. Dog goes to Storks, goes to Snake, goes to Rider, goes to Garden, goes to Sun, goes to Stars, goes to Book, goes to Child, Ship, Bouquet, Man, Heart, Woman, Coffin, Birds, Fish, Clouds, okay, hold on, I fucked up somewhere. Dog to Storks to Snake to Rider, Garden, Sun, Stars. That's where I screwed up. Stars. Where's Stars? To Book, to Mountain, to Ring, to Whip, Fox, Letter, Scythe, Crossroads, Tower, Mice, Cross, Dog. That's the chain. Okay, so let me write this down neater so I can follow it. Dog to Storks, to Snake, to Rider, to Garden, to Sun, to Stars, Book, Mountain, Ring, Whip, Fox, Letter, Scythe, Crossroads, Tower, Mice, Cross, and then back to Dog. That's the chain. So, a couple of ways to interpret this. couple of ways to interpret this. Friends change, friends move, or friends flip. A betrayal is delivered, or a lie is delivered to the public or at a rally that is successful and widespread. That would be with garden, sun, and stars. This would be like a very successful social media campaign that was a project and that they were keeping secret to obstruct and agree upon a dispute, false results, and then there's the decision about the elections for the government to steal and then punish those people. So that's one way. The people that were the network of people that were involved, that are members of the network, that were in agreement to dispute the elections, those people are prosecuted and get in trouble. There's also something there about an entire social media campaign with garden, sun, and stars. Okay, so there's a whole social media campaign about this too. But these people here, these people flip and betray, if that makes sense, because it goes dog to storks to snake and then rider. So a friend changes and the lie is delivered. A friend flips and the betrayal is delivered. Does that make sense? To the network that was successfully trying to find a new path, that was trying to find a successful new path in secret, to obstruct, agreement to dispute the fraudulent results, decision in the elections, or cutting off the elections in the government or the institutions to steal something, and then there's punishment. So there's that whole portion of it. Another way to interpret that is if these are the people that worked under him, that were taking orders from him, and I'm only saying that because Bear is the boss. It sits above this person, so you can tell, okay, just from where they sit. They flip and betray him. There might be, because Garden is here. No, Garden sits too far away from, I can't even say grand jury. Okay, so they flip. This could be in regards to some sort of a committee. If this is in regards to the people flipping in a committee, that remains, how widespread that is, remains classified. There looks like there's delays here because of arguments and trying to reach some sort of a resolution. And disputing work documents. There's also a dispute around work documents for multiple charges that were brought to the government under corrupt circumstances, and then there's punishment. So it doesn't touch him, Jen. It doesn't touch him. So I interpreted that two different ways. The people that were involved in the entire scheme to overthrow the government through social media campaigns at the rally, that whole fiasco, and then in regards to people that worked under Barr, they're the ones that get punished, not him, because he's nowhere in that line, if that makes sense. So, and then Barr's line, his chain of houses, No, there's nothing in his, because his goes man, heart, woman, coffin, birds, fish, clouds, child, and then ship and bouquet. No, nope, no legal problems for him. So a man that loves a woman that could be sick or depressed, they could be negotiating or meeting. They could be negotiating and meeting about something to do with some consulting that is problematic, or that's causing them problems, or also an abundance of problems that are coming around in regards to a child and transitioning peacefully. And that's about it. Doesn't even touch him. All the other shit touches these people, not him. So, yep. And Anchor sits in his own house in his tableau. So that's talking about stability. It's talking about persistence. It's talking about achieving his goal. Achievement, But his line of fate is moon, birds, anchor, and mice. Okay. So there may be a lot of gossip and conversations about what he has achieved in his career and his reputation. And then there's something here that diminishes it. Corruption. Do you see what I'm saying? So it only looks like it may be damaging a little bit to his reputation, but he doesn't give a shit. He did that interview where he said he didn't care about his reputation because we're all going to die anyways. So he's not concerned about it. He's got these two lines over his head. So he's not all the way at the bottom, which would tell me he's not completely overwhelmed. There's still some things that are in his control, but these are the major problems that are on his mind right here. So let me see here. One of the main things is perhaps trouble in regards to power for a minority. Okay. If this is the Republican Party, because the Lily's is right here. Lily's is very conservative. In that aspect, the chances of them gaining the majority, gaining the abundance, no, because Clover is sitting right above Coffin, and it's sitting right here next to Clouds. No. Okay, so they're on his mind. One way to read that could be the problems that problems with the powerful minority, if that makes sense, which would be the Republican Party. And then there's many here rising up women. This here with storks, let me see. Storks has to do with pregnancies. Okay, so problems for powerful minority, huge problems, betrayals, lies, just all the bad shit. Okay, powerful minority, opportunity or hope for some sort of maturity here, but there's an abundance of uprising women against the minority. Losses here, losses here. Okay, so that might be one way that's on his mind, the Republican Party. Another thing that this could be interpreted as is problems and issues, perhaps with small financial gains here. Retirement and a woman that may be trying to increase consulting. I don't know what his wife does. Okay. Right here, we're talking about, let's see here. An agreement to end a transition that shit is going to hit the fan, and it's going to bring significant heat this way. That's one way to interpret that. Transfer, results, agreement, and shit hitting the fan, significant heat here. Okay. Also, shit hitting the fan with that when it comes to light in regards to financing. Okay. And where that financing and that money came in. Also, when it comes to this whole thing about politically prosecuting, he may argue that he acted independently. There may be arguments that he acted independently because this is independence, significant him, even though he was the boss. Key sits on bear. Okay. Well, I don't know what his wife does, but there's consulting here, independence here, shopping. Maybe she's going to go on a shopping spree. Who knows? But this right here is the problem with the shit hitting the fan with people that work together to stop something from transitioning. Yep. So I would be interested in doing a grand tableau on Kushner, because this right here is shady as fuck. Right there. And then these people over here. And he knows more than what he's letting on. Because right here, knowledge of meetings. And here's the thing. Well, let me shut my mouth. Knowledge of the meetings. And then trouble for a powerful minority. Well, if you follow it down this way, this whole little box right here, that's members, because they're part of a minority that were in agreement to fight something in the elections. And then not just in the election, but multiple courts, if that makes sense, because Crossroads sits on Tower, multiple courts. So these people here get punished, but that comes up over here, and then it's like it goes. Think of him like a little person, like he's walking this way. That happens over here. So, yep, that's all I got. So if anything comes out of that committee, it's the people beneath him that got in trouble, not him. Not him. If anything, it's called into question about his career and reputation and everything he's done and what he has established, and then that gets diminished and taken away. So his reputation gets diminished. Everything he's ever said gets diminished. His character here, Lily's has to do with virtue, integrity, his virtue, that becomes doubtful and it's criticized here. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit. He's got these two over his head. So when shit hits the fan, he's clean. So I will try to come on tomorrow because I'm interested to look at Kushner. just because of this whole mess. I don't know who these 7 people are. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Don't ask me. I don't know. And then what's interesting is if you follow these 2 lines down, okay? If you follow these 2 lines down, there's 7 people here. Right underneath it sits mice, which is card number 23, but it's also the 7 of clubs. Mice work together in a team. They don't work independently. Mice, they're always together stealing stuff. Thieves. So, yep. Another way to read this down here, I think I already went over that, was an abundance of weapons that the family stole. Abundance or shopping, weapons, family, stealing. Or the entourage, stealing. This would be people in the cabinet, stealing. And there's 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mice, 7 of clubs. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know, my camera's going to pick it up. So, yep. Yep. Birds, knights to house. Birds is 7 of diamonds. So I'm picking up 7. There might be more involved in regards to this transaction here. Lily's knights to ring. There's something promissory here about with this person in regards to weapons and fighting, abuses. Ring in the house of whip. Lily's knights here to key. This person is very significant. There's delivery of weapons. That's what I got. That is what I got. In a different context, this would also be in regards to senior members here agreeing to dispute significant power, deliver a decision in regards to the election. So that's why I was saying not just people that work for him, but sitting members of Congress, because these are senior people. I don't know how many were involved in the Senate. Lily's is sitting on house tree. Tree is number 5. To the left of it, we have fish, which is number 37, which could be 7. Below it, we have 6. I don't know how many sitting members of Congress were in agreement with the whole not stop the steal, but to steal the election. How many people were like in absolute agreement? Like, all I can think of, I mean, how many sitting members, does anybody know how many sitting members of the Senate voted against the results? Okay, so we got Cruz, Howley. That's 2. You thought it was like 8? In the Senate, though, Jenny, not in the House, in the Senate, because this is more senior. Cruz, Howley, Marshall, Grassley. Rand Paul, Mike Lee. No, only members of the Senate. Flower, Graham. See, I don't even know. Did Moscow Mitch vote against the results of the election? I could have sworn Moscow Mitch told them not to vote against results. And there was a handful that went against it anyway. Yeah, Graham did it first and then changed his mind after the insurrectionist. These are senior. These are not House people. I mean, let me just say this again. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Because they're linked. These people here are linked to the punishment over here. 8 might, well, then that would be the card to the left. Fish, which is number 34, which brings it down to 7. Or I'm sorry, card to the right. And then here, like I said earlier, follow these 2 lines down. It's a team that works together. Mice is the 7 of clubs. Birds is the 7 of diamonds. As I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seniors. And that's 34, 3 plus 4 is 7. From a senior position higher up, if that makes sense. This is not the House. This is like, this would be more like the Senate. I know that 146 voted to overturn. I'm talking about specifically only in the Senate. There's not 146 people in the Senate. There's only 100 in the Senate. So only in the Senate, not in the House. So there's that shit's gonna hit the fan over here as time goes this way, because it's sitting right above him, and it's on his mind, the amount of people that are going to get caught up in it, because here's the transition, here's the results. Okay, there is the agreement to fight loss endings. 7 voted against the certification in the Senate. Okay, so that confirms that these 2 lines here, because I counted 7 men, and they met. There was a meeting with the entourage. Birds, Knights over here, 2 House, a meeting in the entourage. Birds is sitting on House Fish, okay? A meeting with many. Birds is the 7 of diamonds. Fish is number 34. 3 plus 4 is 7. Birds is knighting here to the crossroads. So they knew about the alternate slate of electors. Birds is knighting to book meeting in secret. 7. It's a small group, very small group, that are in a senior position, not House, senior like Senate. They have supposed to have more maturity or more longevity, if that makes sense. So if it was 7, then it's this. So I want to look at Kushner. I'll do that one next time. Because this is shady as fuck. Shady as fuck. But he knows about it. He knows exactly what happened with all this. And it's like he may have to go in to talk. Man visits meeting here about this. Josh Hawley of Missouri, Ted Cruz of Texas, Tommy Tuberville of Alabama, Cindy Hyde Smith of Mississippi, Roger Marshall of Kansas, John Kennedy of Louisiana. Okay, so it's 6 then and not 7. And then Lindsey Graham, but he backed out. Lindsey Graham backed out after the insurrection. Cruz, Howley, Smith, Cynthia Loomis, Marshall, Tuberville, and Rick Scott. So it was 7. 6 men and 1 woman. Well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men here. There's a woman here, Queen of Hearts, but it's like this right here. So I get 7. And then for the overturning in the Senate. And then also 7 men present in regards to some sort of a shopping spree for weapons that was kept secret. So that's another thread here. I couldn't tell you who's who, though. Don't ask me. I couldn't tell you. Well, I can for sure tell you there's Saudi Arabia here because it sits on tree. I couldn't tell you who the rest are. So I don't know. And then over here, down this column, we're seeing some executive documents. Perhaps another way, financial documents, executive documents, financial documents, and widespread suffering for this. And then here's your traders. There's your transition. The little friends that try to turn something or flip, and then enemies here. And these people delay as well. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to go. It's 9:54, almost 10. I'll try to come on again tomorrow and do Kushner. We'll see. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out. And I hope to see you all again tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes well. And I can. So thanks so much. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.